Lost something, no. The cost of opportunities is always good to know. But if you know that, then you're good to go. Yeah. No dreams too big. Chase anything, got the passion to do. Only a dream till it happens to you. Finally seeing money, now I'm acting a fool.
What's up, everybody? Kevin Van Voors here for another HELLCAT video. So today we are going to be doing the 5 things that made me buy a HELLCAT charger. Not 5 things I love, not 5 things I hate, but this is going to be 5 things that made me want to trade in my Jeep SRT 8 and get a HELLCAT charger. So here we go. Number 1, I think it's pretty obvious. It's a sedan that has 707 horsepower. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Cars that come from the factory, supercharged or turbocharged, automatically have like this I want factor, especially when, you know, you can get a HELLCAT for under 70,000, and I believe still as of right now the HELLCAT charger is the highest horsepower sedan in the world. Now, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty positive it still is. So that's the first reason that got me wanting to buy a charger, because I've been wanting to buy a charger, HELLCAT, probably, I've been talking about it for probably a year. And one of my clients who has a lot of money, and I train him at his house, I was talking about it so much, he bought one. And I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So, I just really enjoy Mopar vehicles, obviously, because all my vehicles are Mopar now. So I have the Dodge Diesel, I've got my Jeep Wrangler, and now I have the HELLCAT charger. And even before that, I had the Jeep SRT, Grand Cherokee. So that's one. Number 2 is just like the aura, or whatever you want to call it, the energy like that this car has. It's just one of those vehicles that if you just say HELLCAT, people know what it is. Even people who don't know about cars, they know what a HELLCAT is. So just like the name branding that Dodge did with this vehicle, they did an awesome job. So that was the second thing, is just the name that they've built with just saying HELLCAT and people knowing what it is. The third reason why I wanted to buy a charger HELLCAT was the similarities on the inside of the vehicle between this charger HELLCAT and my SRT 8 Jeep. Now, the SRT 8 Grand Cherokee's interior, like not the seats and stuff, because that's the same, with the steering wheel, that's the same, but like the dash and the headliner, now those are much nicer in the Jeep Grand Cherokee. It's got like carbon fiber on the dash, whereas like this has like some weird plastic stuff, which I will be changing out if somebody makes like a carbon fiber piece for the dash and for like around the shifter. So the Jeep Grand Cherokee front fascia, dash fascia, whatever you want to call it, is nicer. But as far as like the inside, as far as space and how much stuff I can get in the trunk, that is another reason why I wanted to buy the Charger HELLCAT versus like the Challenger HELLCAT, which, you know, obviously it's a 2-door, it has 4 seats, but 4 people really can't sit in there. So this, you could seat 4 people very comfortably. Like I can have my seat all the way back and I still could fit in the back seat. So that was another reason why I wanted to buy the Charger, is just the similarities between the Grand Cherokee and this, because I loved the Grand Cherokee. The only thing it was missing was a supercharger. So it feels the same. Obviously this is a little bit smoother and more comfortable ride, because I did put lowering springs on the SRT, and then I also did 22-inch rims and tires, so the sidewall's a little thinner, so it does ride a little rougher now. It's still not horrible, but it's not as smooth as it was. So the fourth thing that made me really want to get a Charger HELLCAT was just like, I don't know what you would call it, like the packaging that comes stock. Like for example, this car is not, it's fairly low, like it's not slammed to the ground, but it's lower. It's got 20-inch black rims. It's got carbon fiber racing stripes. Just like the packaging that it comes in, it just looks insane from the factory. So the one thing that I really liked about it is I don't have to do anything to the exterior except for like little stuff like badges here and there. But I mean, you could just buy this out of the box from the factory and be perfectly fine with it, versus like some vehicles, like even with the Genesis, for example, or like the SRT, you buy it and you're like, oh man, I already want to like start doing stuff. Versus this, it's like, besides the badging, like making it so they're orange and black, that's really the only thing that I wanted to change. I mean, it's got black rims. It's fairly low. Don't want it lower? Maybe in the future, but like it's low enough to where you still have to go slow over bumps and stuff like that. So number 4 is just the packaging that the whole car came in, and the presentation, where you don't have to do so much to the vehicle, whereas like you go out and buy some cars and you're like, all right, I'm gonna do this and this and this and this and this. So to me, it's like you're almost saving money because if I would have bought like, I don't know, like again, you could use my Jeep Grand Cherokee as an example. Like I threw rims on it, I put new tires on it, I lowered it, I put a wrap on it, like I did all this stuff to it because I was trying to make it better and better and better. Versus this is like out of the box, it's pretty badass. Alright, so the 5th thing that made me want to buy a HELLCAT charger is basically you don't see them. Chargers in general are like very rare, as far as like the charger to challenger ratio. I think it's like for every 10 challengers there's 1 charger. So the rarity of a charger HELLCAT versus a challenger HELLCAT is much less. Now, I'm not saying there's a whole bunch of challenger HELLCATs running around either. In Amarillo, there's not, obviously. But as far as like if I were in a bigger city, yeah, there'd be a lot. Like if I was at a car club, right, maybe in like Los Angeles or Dallas or whatever. Okay, so if I was like in Dallas or Los Angeles or whatever, and I was in a car club, a lot of the people that would be in the club would mostly have challengers versus chargers. So the 5th thing that made me want to buy the charger HELLCAT versus the challenger HELLCAT was the rarity of the charger. You just don't see them. I think there's 1 or maybe 2 other charger HELLCATs here in Amarillo that I know, that I haven't seen. I just know of them, so I haven't even seen them. So that's the 5th thing, is just the rarity of the charger HELLCAT. So that was the thing that I really liked about the charger, was they just don't make as many of them versus the challenger. So that was the biggest thing that I wanted, was just the rarity of it, I guess you could call it. So that's my 5 things that made me want to buy a charger HELLCAT. So I will be doing the 5 things I love and 5 things I hate. And we'll just do some more videos with the HELLCAT, and then we're gonna do some more videos with the Dodge, with my truck, obviously, and the Jeep Wrangler too. And then we're doing some more car reviews, so make sure you guys look out for that. And then we're doing a Q&A here soon, so make sure you guys are following me on either Snapchat at CaliBoyKev13 or on Instagram at CaliBoyKev, because I'll be posting the Q&A there. So make sure you guys are following along. Thank you guys for watching today's video. I really appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. My name is Kevin Van Voris, and I'm out.